All right, g'day. It's the Outside Man podcast where we talk about all things about rugby league, the layman's guide.
From the perspective of the armchair.
Yep, that's right. Did we have a good week, guys?
2 points.
2 points.
Yep.
No.
2 points.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Still in the top four. Still in the top four.
Don't know how the Sharks manage that, but they're
Yeah.
still hanging on.
Yep. But yeah, I had a very good weekend. Has anyone watched any of the Olympics?
I have.
Yeah,
Yep. Bit of hockey.
Yeah, a bit of
Bit
hockey.
of rowing.
Bit of rowing, like
Bit of basketball. That's what
Yeah.
rowing is. Yep.
Yeah.
The actual rowing or kayak?
It was
Okay.
kayaking.
Yeah.
That's the one with the
Yeah.
rafting.
I've actually seen...
Oh no, not that one.
Oh, no, no.
The actual,
Right.
kayak
Okay,
rowing.
Yeah. On a quick
They won.
side note though, I have seen in
already.
the Try July in the NRL, I've seen a couple of teams, you know, like after they scored a try. I saw one in the girls' game there where 4 of them were on the ground and they're all going like this.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old mate did a phew. That was
Yeah,
Cleary.
did
Cleary did a phew. But I
'Cause he
think
is the king.
we just need to say, hey, hit us a like and a subscribe. Do that now.
Yep.
That'd be good for you because you'll
Before
see
you can
the one
change
next
your
week.
mind.
Yeah, we have 6 new subscribers.
6
Yes.
new subscribers
Six
this week.
new-
My mum was one of them.
Welcome.
Yeah, Mum.
Welcome,
Yep.
Mrs.
Hi, Mumsy.
Mum, Jed's mum.
Yes,
Yep.
Mum.
Mrs. Thompson.
And what do we have on our State of Origin special? We had over 400 viewers. Did we?
Over 500
Oh,
views
over
on
500?
Origin.
Yeah,
So,
and I only did 200 of those. So,
yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing and your likes and your shares. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit up Outside Man Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Stuff.
No X yet.
Yeah.
Those two, Facebook, Instagram, and so you can keep on top of it. We'll release these episodes weekly, usually on Tuesday nights. Unless we film on Sunday, then it'll be Monday night. But either way, you'll get notified if you've signed up to the Facebook and Instagram pages.
Yeah.
Well, let's crack on. First round this week was the Warriors versus Tigers over in.
The
Auckland.
WAHS.
Were they in Auckland? Was it Auckland?
Yep.
It was Auckland.
Auckland.
Can I just say, Warriors have now got the record for the most sold out home games.
Yeah.
They've sold out all of them.
They've sold out all home games
So
this year.
good.
Well done. That's
So good.
really good
Now,
appreciation.
do you know
for
what's
the sport.
really disappointing? I've been on the Warriors the whole year.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my tips in.
Oh,
And I missed it. So I got the Tigers
that's
Ah.
unfortunate.
The Tigers were actually in this game, like,
for 7 minutes.
yeah, like, I would say the Warriors almost blew it though.
Not
They-
at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Warriors were just too good.
Side news, the prop.
Stefano?
Yes,
Tue Komanu.
that word.
Yeah.
He has been, the Tigers have come to terms with the fact he's leaving.
Yep.
So he's
Gone.
gone.
We
We
got the
don't know
release.
where.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's in discussions with both the Storm and the Bulldogs at this stage.
Yeah.
Who's got cap space for him? Is he? Do we know how much he's on?
He was 800 at the Tigers, but
800.
he'd have
Wow.
to take a pay cut
Yeah, but
to
that's
go
what
to
they're
the
saying.
Storm.
Yep.
Yeah. So
The
he wants to win a
Bulldogs-
premiership.
The Bulldogs need a front rower. We've spoken many times. They're
We
not
all
getting any
know
meters. So
He'll end up at the Roosters because Uncle Nick.
No,
we know.
forget Uncle Nick and the Sombrero. They've actually got money. Manu's gone. Swali's gone.
Yeah, but they bought that rugby winger. Who
yeah.
wouldn't have
Kiri's
come cheap.
gone.
But I've got exclusive news for you.
Oh.
They've already met twice, and they couldn't come to a deal.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
Exclusives.
they don't need a front rower. They need a halfback.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
If Sam
I
Walker
mean,
They
goes-
bought
they've
Chad
got
Townsend.
Chad.
He's
Oh,
on,
the saviour.
he's on 1.3.
I love Chad, but he's not on 1.3.
Oh,
for
easy
Roosters.
1.3.
Yeah, no.
Easy
How much on the
1.3.
books though?
Plus a
200?
house.
Warriors played really well. Uncle Roger at fullback. He's great at fullback.
Pretty
Yeah.
even in the stats department, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there's something there, like when Charles Nickel Cusack, how do you pronounce that name?
Cookstar.
Yeah, when he comes back, who are they going to play?
He's got to play fullback for sure. Roger
Yeah.
will be just as good at centre.
Yeah, so Anyway.
Nothing really to comment on the stats
It's
side
pretty
of
even,
things.
really. Isn't it? What were the errors like?
The
between the,
errors, well,
Is that where the difference was?
10 to 12. So,
Yeah, so
Tigers.
Very even, eh?
Does it look like the Tigers are just turning up without a game plan and just seeing how they're going to
Well,
go?
there was actually news this week that Bateman left
He's gone.
because he's been stood down. And there was a statement that came out and said that he was just getting sick of Benji treating the old boys like they were novices and the young boys like they were the pros that have been there forever. So it's obviously just been a clash of personalities between those two guys, and he's been released straight away. So it must have been pretty serious, I think.
Yeah, I think Benji's still learning how to coach.
Oh,
get the
absolutely.
best
Well,
out
he
of
missed
his
out on
players.
the last year of Sheen, hadn't he? Really?
Did anyone see Appy do that lifting tackle?
Yeah.
And I thought for sure
Sin
it was
bin.
going to be their 16th sin bin of the
Yeah.
season. But they left him, and I think they left him on because they've had 15 sin. They've only played 18 games.
Yeah.
They're almost going at one a game.
Yeah.
Sin bins.
So you don't win. It's interesting. Benji's got a lot of probably man management to learn.
Yeah.
He was a great player. He's got a great footy coaching head, but I think probably that would be the thing that he would have to learn because he wasn't a halfback. He didn't run a team. He was always the 5'8". He was always the superstar, and I think he didn't really have to learn that.
Can the Warriors make the 8? We'll discuss the ladder
Yes,
later, but
absolutely.
it'll be something to keep an eye on for later.
Their for
on,
and
so.
against is great too compared to all those teams.
Yeah.
Second game of the round, Eels versus Storm. Storm quite convincing. They were pretty... I watched this game in its entirety. The Storm seemed to be pretty disjointed first half.
Yeah, that's right.
Are they getting
A
stitched
few
up
of
by
the-
the ref?
Yeah, it seemed like it. There's seemed like there was a few errors and drop balls. A couple of the tries that Storm scored were just like very fortunate. Like there was one where the pass dropped and it got kicked and then it bounced off someone else and then someone else picked it up and ran over and scored. So it was
But
a bit
it's
like
your
that.
day. It's your day.
Eels
sometimes.
looked a bit lost, I thought, without Mitch
Melbourne-
Moses there. Gutho was put in the 110% as always. But
that was his 200th game, but
yeah, so it was unfortunate. But Melbourne just proven they're just way too good.
They still find a way to win, don't they, Melbourne? Like they're one
Yeah.
of those teams that surely they're going to lose a game soon, and they've only lost 3 all season, but they're going to continue.
Well, they've got Penrith coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
So that will be, I think it's next week, not this Sunday, not this weekend, the following weekend.
Is that
We'll
home
have
or
it.
away?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I think it might be at Melbourne.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll double check that.
It's interesting that possession was 55 to 45 to the Eels, and they could still only manage 40.
Well, that first half they had most of the possession. They had the run of play.
They just couldn't. They just couldn't get
couldn't
through the
capitalise.
line.
Jerome Hughes got penalised for head contact, and the guy.
Oh yes, I saw that. I was like, what the heck?
The ref was like, you showed intent, you came out of the line. It's like, yes, because that's what you do when you have to make a tackle.
Yeah, I
You
think
have to come
it
out
was
of the
because he was
line.
offside, and then
But
he
the
had a
penalty
head
was
clash.
for he came
Head
out of the
clash.
line in the head clash.
Yeah,
so that
forceful
was
contact.
bizarre. I don't want to talk
Will,
about refs every week.
Will Warbrick, he's great, eh? He's
4 meters.
a really good pickup.
Yeah.
Gutho nearly 200 metres there, so looking really good.
What's his name? Came back. Munster made his
Yeah.
return.
Money, yeah.
About 30 minutes in, I think, or 20 minutes in, he came on the
Yeah,
field.
Pappenhausen needs to practice his 10-metre dropouts as well. He's stuffed
Yeah.
a couple of them up.
Yeah, so he got
So
50 minutes,
Shockers,
Munster, and he looked as dangerous as what he always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
And they put Wishart into lock,
Yeah.
which was interesting. And Wishart played well. He did. I didn't think his defence was too bad there.
yeah.
So good game.
This was a good game.
Let
Upset
down.
of the round, I guess.
Let down or the best game?
Do you know, before we get into that, Katoni Staggs
Bronx and
played
Bulldogs,
very
by the way.
well.
Oh, he did.
Katoni Staggs is playing the best he's ever played.
Yeah.
But in saying that,
The Bulldogs were amazing.
Connor Tracy, he had a blinder.
So it was Bulldogs versus Broncos
Yeah.
at
That's why both
Suncorp
those players
the
were
Saturday
playing.
afternoon.
Yep, 50,000 people.
And the Bulldogs came away with a win, 41 to
So
16.
should the Broncos just practice some daytime games so they don't get too scared?
They've-
Don't get to such a jacket jet.
I think they've been exposed
They've been exposed in the daylight.
Reynolds also went down with a knee. I don't know if he got taken off or not. They contained Reece Walsh really well.
He got hit hard a couple of times.
He got like he would be peeing blood for a week. That guy. You know, errors.
Yeah, but I'll say that the Broncos, like, they're just not showing enough urgency at the moment. Like,
for a team that has to get in the 8.
Yeah.
Like,
They
really,
had everything to play for.
they did not put in enough effort.
JP Carraz, he was amazing. So yeah.
And to me, the Bulldogs were at Crichton, so they're without their captain, their star recruit. Mate, they were good. Toby Sexton played really well.
Do you think they're pushing up to genuine contenders now?
I think they're top 8 contenders.
Yeah, whether they can push.
They're 5 or 6. 5 or 6 now.
Yeah. So I think they'll make
and
it.
And they just keep winning.
Can I make a something that I saw on the weekend was really interesting. So I've not seen on your question, can they push? I've been saying that they can't because they can't attack. What did we see on the weekend? I've not seen that kind of attack from the Dogs
in years.
Like it was relentless.
This season at all, let alone the last few seasons. And here's what I put it down to. I think this is a coaching genius. So the first part of this season, Cameron Ciraldo has just said defense, and we'll get tries here and there, and that's what's happened. And look, they're the second best defensive team in the comp. Look what happened on the weekend. Dry stadium, day game, Suncorp Stadium, fast pitch. I reckon Cameron said, guys, go out there and play some footy. He opened the doors and they put on 41 points.
Not even just footy, your coaching thing. They went right all game and outside.
Selwyn Cobbo and
who was the centre?
Dean Mariner.
Yeah.
No, who was the centre for Bulldogs? Because it wasn't Crichton. Was that Carras?
No,
Preston?
Preston.
Preston?
I think so.
Whoever the centre on the right was outside Skelton, I forget his name. They went to him and he got around Mariner and Cobbo and then Skelton out. And that
edge was horrible. So Cameron Ciraldo, he knew when to pull the trigger on their attack.
Yeah.
And look, they've just proven. And honestly, I've been saying that they're not going to go far, but I think they might.
So what did Chloe say about the game?
Chloe's disappointed. Does it matter?
Ask
the Bronx fan how they feel about how they just trounced.
The other thing is they were very Burton-centric, and I think you said that, in their attack, and they hardly went to Burton at all, which killed my super coach. I'm like, how did I get that many points? And he gets 60.
Yeah. Hey, just on a quick side note there, did anyone see there where the Bulldogs, when they were doing their team celebration song, and if you don't know, whenever you go to a Broncos game, they do this stupid dance. And then anyway, the Bulldogs in their team song, they started doing it.
That's like beginners doing the Viking clap. One little thing to note, if I can do that, is the Bulldogs remind me a little bit of the 2017 Cowboys. Where all year I was telling you they're not good enough, and I said no, they're not good enough. And they just kept winning. So
you'll always be good enough, Jason.
So
I'm very good looking. Hey.
Yeah, another upset of the round: Cowboys versus Sharks. I have to make a confession.
Technically, it wasn't an upset, by the way.
It was a good game. I have to make a confession. I'd actually tipped the Cows all week. And then 10 minutes before kickoff, I'm like, I just don't know. And then I changed to Cronulla. And then I was out in the shed pottering around. And I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I just got to go to the Cows. So I raced back in to get my phone. And they'd already kicked off. And I missed it. So anyway, I was willing the Sharks on. But the Cows were just too good.
No, it's very gritty. I was very proud of that. So for those who don't know, the Sharks had won the last 11 regular season games against the Cowboys. So that's a hoodoo.
That was the big. That was the reason why I changed.
So to overcome that mentally, but then also we lost Taumalolo and Cotter to HIAs in the first 20 minutes, and our bench was Jake Granville, Jackson Purdue, Sam McIntyre and Griffin Neem. We had one forward on our bench. Sam McIntyre can play in front row. He's more of a second row utility. And I thought when those two big boppers went off inside 20 minutes, I thought for sure the Sharks, because they had a 4 forward bench. 4 forward, was it?
Yeah.
With their front row and with their 4 forward bench, I thought I'll admit I'm like, this is going to be really tough for us to. I thought they were just going to roll up the middle, and I was really proud of the Cows. The grit and determination to get out of that game. The Sharks were coming for us, but yeah, we held on.
I think at the same time with Ramian went for HIA as well,
True.
and Brayley ended up going to the bin. I think that probably helped that a little bit.
It did. Yep.
That even the Sharks just kept dropping the ball and made a lot of errors. I don't know what the stats
I would say our contact was there though.
Yeah.
In defence.
Oh yeah. So the defence did it, but at the end of the day, you're a footy player. Hold on to the ball.
So let's go to errors. We'll just quickly have a look at errors.
Is that 91% completion? Oh,
no, that's tackles made. Missed tackles 31 to 39. We made more. Cowboys made more missed tackles. Where are the?
No, it was down.
Down.
I think it was 9-9 in the end, but I don't know.
Errors.
I think
negative play. Here we go. 9-9. Yeah, 9-9 errors. So
but it didn't seem like that watching the game. But
penalties were even. Sin bins were 1. I just think the hungrier team probably got there. I think the Sharks obviously missing Nico.
What was it? Just check the completion.
It was. So
it's still pretty decent completion, like 85% for Cows, 80 for Sharks. So that's enough to win games. Like Storm was 76%.
Yeah.
So,
Ronaldo was caught out quite a few times.
Yeah.
Felt's a great winger.
Yeah, he's experienced. I want to give a shout out to Griffin Neem. Griffin Neem, like I said, he's the only big bopper on our bench, and he had to play big minutes. I'll have a look at how many minutes. He ended up playing 37 off the interchange, which is big for him. But he came on and made 177 metres in those 37 minutes.
Yeah.
So
he really stood up.
In terms of the Sharks, we really missed Royce Hunt. He's been the backbone of our full pack this year.
Yeah.
He saved us a lot of times, and we missed out on that. What's going on?
I was just going to ask you, Cal, what are your thoughts on the Cowboys telling that Valentine Holmes he won't be offered a new contract and to look elsewhere?
They've just got to do it, eh?
It was a bit of a shock, but it actually makes complete sense. So we've got Zach Labart, who did his ACL at the start of the year. He started off the year at centre really well. Yeah. We've got Viliami Vialia, who's currently playing 4 for us and improving. We've got Jackson Purdue, who played a couple of games in the centre for Val. And then we've got another young guy, I can't remember his name.
And you've got Chester as well.
Tom Chester can play centre, so we're paying $1 million a season for Val.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for a centre, it's probably a bit overpriced. And for someone that hasn't found form, he's 30 next year, so I think the Cows are just going, we could spend that money elsewhere. I think that's all it is.
So they'll probably end up having to pay probably $500,000 to let him go.
I think the plan is to keep him for next year. I think the plan, the Cows have said he can go to the open market.
Yeah.
And then after 2025, he can
go back to the Sharkies.
Apparently, Dragons.
We don't need him.
Everyone's going to the Dragons.
He'll go to
Dragons are looking
Shane
for
Flanagan, and he'll put him and Bird together.
And
so they're looking for
Bird's been parked in Q Cup for a while.
Yeah.
So Zach Lomax left the Dragons.
Oh, it's just because he got injured 3 times. They're just getting him some.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And Val won a comp under Shane.
Not the reason we lost, and that's not why I'm bringing this up, but to add to your point, the send-off before for the headbutt, Cotter, the reason he got HIA, because he ran in exactly the same way to Ramian, who had to go for a HIA as well. Who was fine, by the way. He didn't even...
But none of these...
But it's the same, it's exactly the same tackle, and I'm not even saying Ruben Cotter should have got in trouble for that. I'm saying... There is just no consistency in 2 exactly the same tackles where he got himself.
Well, if you actually look at Ruben's tackle, it was the impact of the player coming in this side that pushed Ramian's head
into his.
It was more that instant. I can't believe.
But but it was still the same action, and I'm not saying that should be. I'm actually saying the other one.
Well, when you go into tackle,
penalised. Yeah.
You don't see anyone running into tackle.
And there's a player, who was it? There's a player, Collins. Yeah. Collins tackles with his head. He goes in like that, like full on.
He made a few big hits on the weekend too.
So I think Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they cracked down on that. That's the.
Well, speaking
game
of
we're
Lindsay
talking
Collins,
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
fullback
next
of the year.
game was the Roosters Manly. I thought Roosters were a shoe-in until probably the last 20 minutes when you blinked.
20.
Or 10 even,
I went
really.
for a shower when it was 34-14. Came
Yeah.
back out, it was 34-30.
How was your shower?
It was about 3 minutes because I could hear Chloe yelling at the TV.
So just scroll down a little bit on there.
I couldn't believe
So we've
it.
got try. So that's 37, 46,
73.
73, 75. So
Yeah, we almost blew.
And they-
First 20
Roosters
minutes we
nearly
played
blew it.
amazing.
All intercepts.
Yeah.
Just about.
three
intercepts.
intercepts.
Kiwi threw 2, and then Tedesco threw another one. I'm just, oh my
I've
God.
Teddy though played really good.
He did,
He passed the ball, which led to a try.
Yeah, he passed the ball.
Which is
Passed
amazing.
it. He must have watched the podcast.
I reckon he does. But Roosters, the first 60 minutes,
Yeah.
first half, bang. That was
What about these
great.
stats? Possession 59-41 to Manly, and that equates to 31 minutes to 21 minutes. 10 minutes of extra football.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will say though, our online defence was very good in this game. So
Was it
And-
the? No, it wasn't this game. Sorry.
yeah,
73%
and
completion.
and I know that the players and Robbo took it as a loss basically.
Oh, they look so sad in the
yeah, I
sheds
know, they
after a
look
win.
so sad. So you know,
Mate.
if you were to have a bad game, or you know,
There you go.
This is-
268 most run meters for Teddy.
And
yeah,
Turbo
Tom's
wasn't
looking
too
good.
far behind.
Tom
Yeah,
was looking good.
225. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can stay fit the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Injury free.
yeah.
So what do you reckon, Jed? Are you nervous about the Roosters leading into the finals?
Oh, I know that Melbourne and Penrith are just a step above at this stage. So
It's a bit like the Sharks. The fact that someone can put 30 on you
yeah,
is a worry.
yeah,
So I don't think anyone wins other than Melbourne Penrith at this moment.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's...
so
Well, I mean,
they-
the Dogs' defence is
Yeah.
really good, but their
Yeah.
attack against Penrith's defence might... Yeah.
Well, if you
Penrith
can
just
defend,
won't. They won't give them the opportunities. That,
Gee, Manly love a grubber.
11 to 2 for those.
Well, that was
wondering.
their possession.
Yeah.
Grubbing it everywhere.
11 grubbers to 2.
so
So
yeah,
many grubs.
good game.
What was the grubs?
Got
on
the
Bulldogs
dub,
count?
Jed.
Yeah.
Got the 2
Yeah.
points.
Tom Young was great.
All right,
Tom was great.
Sunday afternoon, down at the Gong.
Didn't watch it.
46-10. My gosh,
Who
Dragons
played?
were disappointing.
Who played?
Tyson Salone didn't play.
No, the Panthers.
Dragons versus Panthers.
played the Dragons.
Dragons versus
And,
Panthers Sunday arvo.
46 the Panthers to 10 the Dragons, and Panthers just flexed.
Yeah.
They were so good.
Nathan Cleary.
Did you tip
flexed.
the Dragons though?
I did tip the Dragons,
Oh,
and I actually went to change it when I found out Bird and Sloan got dropped.
yeah.
But then I forgot about
They
it.
get dropped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sloan got dropped.
Yeah.
They interviewed. So this is why Shane Flanagan is the right coach, because they interviewed Shane Flanagan. He said the things he needs to work on, he can't do in first grade.
Wow.
So he has to go to reserve grade to work on that, and then he'll be back.
Love it.
Okay.
Like, how
Great.
straight and
That's
direct
awesome.
is that? He's obviously
Yeah.
told him what he needs to do. He's been honest. He gave him a chance. He's given him 22 rounds.
Yeah.
And Jake Bird's been quite injured, so he needed some
Who played fullback
reserve
for
grade.
the Dragons?
The young guy.
Yeah,
Finu?
Yeah, something
Finu,
like
something.
that.
Finiaki, something. But they got done, but that's they'll still come good.
Four players on report. 13 errors for the Dragons. Wow. Trouble.
Nathan
They're getting there.
Cleary
They're building.
got a hat trick.
How's this for a stat? Nathan Cleary.
Most run meters.
242
run
meters.
for a
yeah.
halfback.
He so my son, who's a Panthers supporter, went up to his mum and was like, Nathan Cleary got a hat trick. And then she's like, "What's a hat trick?" He's like, 3 tries.
Who's Nathan Cleary?
So
I thought
that
a
was
hat trick
crack
is
up.
when you get 3 wickets.
Hey, not in
Oh,
football. There's no
okay.
wickets in football. Yeah.
Jed.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah, good game by Panthers. Was to be expected though.
They
They're flexing.
So-
every time of year.
just
The
flexing.
Fish is out, I think, too.
Fisher Harris.
In this game, he got injured, so We'll see if he comes back. But
Interesting.
that'll be a bit of a. They won't rush.
Game of the round. Let's have a chat about this.
Hang on.
Sunday Arvo.
Game of the round.
Honestly,
Come on.
I found the first half boring.
It was. The first half was very boring.
It got better though.
Honest,
All right, so we're talking about Dolphins versus Titans at Suncorp Stadium. Dolphins looked really red hot first half. Titans were just didn't look like they wanted to be there. They go on the sheds at half time. Desi gives them the biggest spray ever.
Biggest spray. It must have been so big.
JC came out and said that look, we deserve that, and it was what we needed to hear.
They didn't look like they wanted to be there, really.
No, and I'm pretty sure it was 14-0 at halftime as well.
It was, yeah.
And then the Titans just came out and blitzed the Dolphins 21-14. Kieran Foran clinches the field goal at 73rd minute. He looks so happy that he got it straight over the dot. Khan Pereira.
What was the stat about Khan Pereira today?
So Khan Pereira has got 39 tries in 38 games, and he's about to break the all-time NRL record for the quickest tries for it, which is 40 in 40 games.
Wow.
So
and
he'll be the most try scorer for the Titans in one season as well.
Pangai Jr. played a very good game for the Dolphins as well, I thought.
Yeah, he got a bit fired up there.
Yeah, I know.
Thought they were gonna come to punches there.
I know, yeah.
Try.
So, but like first half stats, Titans just terrible.
Yeah.
And then come out and
really dominated the second half.
Dominated.
Didn't they? 57 to 43% possession. Completion rate 86 to 72 to the Titans.
look at the run meters.
Run meters,
1,966 run meters versus 1,520.
That was
400 more
what
run
was
meters.
the front row that came on? About 30 minutes in or whatever.
Not Cleese Haas.
No.
The other one.
The new guy, young guy.
No. Big dude.
Off the bench.
Was he on the bench or
Keenan
not? Or did he start?
Josiah Pahaluhu.
Yeah,
he must have
Pahaluhu.
started. Who's the starting front row?
Mo.
Footawaka. Footawaka was.
Yeah, he was great.
great.
He did run sideways a fair bit.
The Fafita.
David
the Fafita.
Well, actually, did you see David Fafita's run?
Oh, not that Fafita.
Oh, yeah.
Fafita.
He busted through like
He
three
started that
tackles.
whole, yeah.
Did you? That was like that was classic Fafita.
If you're Hammer and you're seeing 150
He didn't try and tackle.
You're like,
he's just like, I'll run into him and hopefully someone else
I'd
can
fake
tackle.
an injury. I'd just be like, oh, I've just done my hemi. Sorry, I had to let him go.
What he did was actually great.
He slowed him down.
He ran straight into him and
Speed
slowed
bump.
him down.
Yeah.
He was never going to tackle him.
You can only be a speed bump for him.
So great.
And he actually stopped to do that.
Great second half by Dave. Great.
Yeah.
Good to get the 2 points.
Keanu Kinney, 265 metres. How are you going to get AJ back into this team?
We'll fit him in. We'll fit him in somewhere.
Like, what are you
It's
going to do
be
with
hard.
Kinney? Like, surely...
Like Keanu, like
Keanu.
you just lock him up for, give him a nice paycheck, lock him up for 5 years.
$1 million a season.
Not $1 million a season, but
Play him in the
decent
centres.
enough. But have him as that backup.
Can I ask... Well, did anyone watch the next game?
I did.
Yeah, I did actually. I
And
watched
was
a bit
it
of
worth watching?
Nah.
There was a little funny incident where Jack White was, I think it was after the warm up, he's run back.
Yeah, he's run back.
But he's run back into the camera shed. And then you see him running back across.
Well, that's worth watching. Look, I had some sick kids and I didn't watch this game.
I watched a bit.
I thought the
Raiders
Raiders
are very good.
Raiders were really good.
I would say this is the upset of the round because the Rabbitohs have been playing great.
Alex Johnson's ruptured ACL.
Yes.
So I think that's 3 months at least. Not
Yeah.
ACL, Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
So I think it's
He's cool.
5 to 6 months. I think.
That's
it is actually.
sad. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 30 minutes. Let's have
okay.
a break.
Is this the last game?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just finish this one, and then we'll take a quick break. So, do
Finish this.
you want to finish right now, or do you want to keep talking about it?
No, let's do it. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't watch
We'll
it.
be right back in a minute. Oh, did you have something to say?
Oh, I was just going to say something quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just going to say there quickly. I know that the girls started their footy season over the weekend. And
Bob Cronulla!
yeah, Cronulla won, Titans won,
We'll let
my
you have
Roosters won. So,
Oh, yeah, okay,
Cowboys
right,
lost.
did
that's
anyone
how I
see the
felt.
punch in the?
No, but I did read about it.
yeah.
She
there was
got put on report a couple of times.
yeah, I know.
Bit of a
I
fiery
think she got
character.
4. I think she's looking at 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the
Yeah.
whole season, just about.
I know.
Bringing back the Biff.
I know. So yeah.
Very
Anyway,
good. All right, we'll be right back.
you're good.
All right, we're back.
Yep.
All right, let's have a quick look at the ladder,
Yep.
and then we'll discuss our tips for this round. And I'm a little bit excited.
Yep. So Storm are on 36 points, and then followed by Penrith on 32. On third and fourth, we've got the Roosters. They push up into third, followed by the Sharks, and then
Both on 28. Can I?
both on 28 points. Oh, okay. Yep.
Roosters without a bye.
And then
With a bye,
Bulldogs and Cowboys both on 26, followed by Manly, and the Dolphins are in 8th place. So, and they are followed by the Raiders, Dragons, and then Knights, followed by the Warriors, and then the Broncos, Titans, and Rabbits are all on 20 points, and then Eels are back in 15th, and then 16th, and then the Tigers are last.
Can you believe, first thing I want to point out is the 13th place Broncos are still at $61 to win the comp. Everyone else in the bottom 8 are at $151
Well, they were
or
15
more.
last week, so they must have watched the podcast.
They've jumped out, but what do they know about us? Like, mathematically, the Broncos can still make the top 8.
Well, I think people have already put the money on. They can't change that.
Oh,
So I think-
But people would have put...
But as they put more money on other teams...
No, but imagine like the Warriors, people would have put a ton of money on the Warriors. Warriors were one of the favourites at the start of the season.
Well, they were my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said
But
they'd
anyway.
win.
Yeah. So
Currently, the Panthers are the favourites to win the comp.
But
Surprise.
as I say, like I think that there's so many pretenders in there that
Ooh.
are just making up the numbers.
Ooh,
I
really?
would say that
3 down.
from even 2 down, like there's only 2 teams that can win it. I don't see any
That's
other
why I
team.
meant 3 down.
Oh, sorry.
The top 2, yeah.
Roosters and Bulldogs. They are the two that can. The Bulldogs' defence, Roosters' defence and
Yeah.
attack
So
could put it to Storm and Panthers.
can I say we beat the Storm?
Yeah.
And I think our attack, if we don't drop the ball, can beat the Storm. But there is no way we can beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
Storm
yeah.
are beatable, and I want to stay 4th. I want to play
Yeah.
Storm.
Like I just think there's
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
so many teams that like
I know they're first, but and I want to play them in Melbourne. We win in Melbourne,
Yeah.
so stay there, stay in 3rd.
So, realistically, anyone in the bottom 9, who do you think is a good chance to get back up into the 8?
I honestly think this will be the end of season ladder. I think if anything, there's only one team. It's the Raiders, and they'll take place for the Dolphins.
The Raiders with Fogarty back is looking, and Rapana, because remember Rapana missed a lot.
Yeah.
They're looking like a.
Was it Savage as
they've
well?
got a good team.
Yeah.
Savage?
Yeah.
He was really good on the weekend.
And they've
too.
they brought KO Weeks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange has almost had a full year.
Yeah.
With Fogarty, they look really
Can
good.
the Bronx make it back into the top 8?
They can't
Or
now.
They
too far.
can, but
They have to win every
could
game.
the Warriors put a
So
string
tough.
together?
Do you know? Hypothetical.
Potentially.
If
The
the
Warriors
Bronx,
can.
if the Bronx scrape 8th, at this stage the Dogs finish 5th. If there's one team you don't want to verse
Again.
in the finals, it's the Broncos
Yeah.
because we know what they're capable of. If they somehow make it into the 8,
And they've actually got a pretty
If-
easy run home.
If they get to 5 or 6, and they get a home game, which
out.
the Bulldogs, like I said before, the Dolphins, the Bulldogs, and the Cowboys all have games against each other.
I think what
And-
we're acknowledging here is that the Broncos, like we're not talking about many other teams in the bottom 9. I think what we acknowledge is the Broncos have a far better team to be sitting where they're sitting. They should be top 4.
But they're just missing it. They're missing it.
Whereas
Walsh has been exposed. They know how to contain him now. Staggs was probably one of the only ones that was putting in any real effort. Cobbo, just I don't know what's going on with Cobbo. He's just hasn't got that fire in his eye.
I just don't think he's
Dean Mariner was some really good, and they're not really good. I don't know what's going
And
on.
You got to think about matchups too. Like sometimes they get a really favourable matchup, and it looks like they're a lot better than they actually are.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he played the Sharks, you could see he just wasn't at the elite level.
Yeah.
2 things that I'll say
Let's go.
is I think that Adam Reynolds, he's too injury prone these days. Like
But
he
he's a
got,
legend.
yeah, he might be a legend, but he got injured again on the weekend.
Yep.
And me and the old man were chatting, like, the Broncos, like, why would they sign a player like Marty Tapau? Like, they wouldn't do that 20 years ago. He's been there for a couple of years. He's, like, in the tail end of his career.
He scored a try on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, but other
He
than
ran
that...
straight through him and under the post.
Yeah, but other than that, he
His
doesn't...
250th game.
He doesn't do anything. Like,
Well, Isaac Liu for the Titans. He
Yeah.
has some good runs and then he drops a ball or does a
yeah.
silly pass.
Like, I just reckon it's a good thing, because I can't stand him, but yeah.
I think the Warriors, when Klookstar comes back, they're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got to buy the last round.
They got to buy, and they're also 1 point ahead of the Bronx too because of the draw that they had.
They don't have a good for against as the Bronx, but they're better than everyone else in the bottom.
That 1 point draw that they had could, like Manly, could actually get them out of trouble.
So stay tuned to your KO app.
I just had a random
Not
thought.
sponsored by KO.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Or Hubble or whatever it is now.
All right,
All right,
round 22.
Are you excited, Jed?
Oh, over the moon.
Thursday, 1st of August.
Not for this game, though.
We're getting close.
At Leichhardt,
There's only 5 games left.
home of rugby league.
Tigers
Yeah.
could win. They could win
They
at
beat us
Leichhardt.
66-18 at Leichhardt last year.
I think if there is an option to bet on will the Tigers get a player sent to the bin, I reckon it'll be the winger opposite Kyle Felt.
Yeah, Felty will get
I
under his
reckon
skin.
he'll have a go at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually tipped the cows
That's why I
for
love
this
him.
one. I think
Yeah, I've tipped the Cowboys for this.
cows are on a bit of a roll.
It'll
at the
hurt
moment.
me, but I'll tip the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You like the upsets though, so when are you?
Oh,
you go-
I've given up on that.
That's
I've
what-
slipped
that's
too
what
far
he-
down the ladder
That's what he's
now.
saying.
Cows for the win. You
Cows.
think they'll
Yeah.
get up?
Warriors and Eels, 12th versus 16.
Warriors.
In
Friday night.
Auckland, the Warriors are going to smash them.
Up the
Yeah,
wires.
up the
It's a
wires.
sellout as well.
Because Moses isn't back till next year, eh?
No, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Like the Eels.
Dolphins and Roosters.
This will be a good game, I think.
I
In
think this will-
Perth.
In Perth. Yeah.
How do the Roosters travel?
On a plane.
Oh, wow. There you go.
They took a boat.
I heard they're leaving tomorrow on the bus. They'll be there just in time.
The Dolphins don't enjoy being outside of Queensland.
That's true, but they would have got a massive spray from Bennett.
No, I can't see them beating the Roosters though.
Yeah.
Which is great for anyone trying to get into the top 8. Because
There's rumours Manu will be back,
Yes.
and if he is, that'll be great.
Roosters for the win.
Yep. So.
Jace's inside tips. Game of the round: Titans versus
David
Broncos.
So this is a sellout, or I think there's only about 200 tickets available.
Oh wow, that's
Super,
awesome.
super.
So
That's excellent.
me and Matt were going to go to the game, but what was the reasoning?
Oh, my sister's birthday.
Oh, your sister's birthday.
Mum booked it in. Happy birthday.
Mumsy.
Can I say her name? Yeah, it should be right. Happy birthday, Liz.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Liz.
We'll see you on the weekend.
But-
I'll probably be watching the footy, but we'll have a good birthday anyway.
Have you? So there's a clip or a thing where a guy sits down on the table and his wife's there and he's like, "There's something wrong with the chair," and he asked her to swap. And she sat down, she's like, "Nothing wrong with the chair." And then you see like there's this giant
Screen.
TV with the footy behind it. Like legends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've tipped Titans to win.
Yep, Titans
Yeah,
for the
well.
win.
Yep, Saturday afternoon game.
I'll go Bronx.
Oh.
I honestly have no idea. How is this 13 v 14?
That's true.
Broncos have got too
Wow.
much pressure on them.
2 teams we thought
If
were gonna
Reynolds
make
is
the
out, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out. Going Titans. Go the Titans.
Let's
All
go.
right. Saturday, 5:30. Amy Park.
I think this will be just as big as the defeat that the Dragons had against.
Apparently, I still don't tip against the Dragons.
Oh,
okay.
no, you
Yeah.
gotta stick to that.
I've got to stick to it. I tipped them last week. I'll go again.
$7.
That's $7.
Oh,
$7 to win.
Storm for the
Mate, if
win.
I had 7,
I'll go
that's not how it
Melbourne.
works, is it?
No.
Game of the round. So I will be there, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
in Cronulla.
Here we go.
I'm going down Thursday night.
Did you get your media pass yet? In the
I
mail?
am trying, but I've
Say
my
hi to ScoMo for us.
if he's there, I will. Sharks v Rabbits. Look, we should win easy.
Cronulla. Yeah.
Mm,
Should win
So
easy.
points bet.
Cody Walker, didn't he have a bit of an injury on the
Oh yeah, he came off.
on the weekend as well?
And
so-
AJ's gone. Latrell's not
Yeah.
back till the next week.
So yeah, it's
this could
looking
be
good.
a bloodbath.
Looking good for
Surely,
Yeah.
surely the Sharks want to be in the finals, in the top
Yeah.
4. This is the game they've got to decide
Yeah.
they want to win. Then I go to Penrith, and I watch the Panthers play the Knights in Penrith.
Wow.
And
Look at you.
2 p.m, beautiful Sunday game
Wow.
because it's going to get freezing.
Yeah.
So I asked for that. And I think the Panthers are going to destroy the Knights.
Yeah, I think so
Yep.
too. I'll go Penrith.
Bradman Best, is he back yet? Because or is he out? Because he done his hammy the week before the bye.
I don't think they're going to rush
So-
him back for this game.
I don't think he'll make
it's
it
a
a
bit of a
difference.
So
Yeah.
It's like the bye for most teams versus Penrith, isn't it? Except you don't get
Like-
2 points.
yeah, you just get smashed.
It's. I thought about it, and I'm like, you're not upset when Penrith beat you because you're just like,
So- oh, it's
that's
Penrith.
probably going to happen.
Yeah.
What a dynasty.
And then I go no. Bulldogs v Raiders, the last game. Hey, this could be a cracker.
This will be the game of the round, I reckon.
Yeah, very well could be.
Yep.
Because the Ricky's Raiders.
We don't know when Crichton's back. He doesn't know what's going on with his nerve. But it should be a.
And strangely enough, the Bulldogs don't have a great record at Belmore. So,
Oh yeah, true. Yep.
Technically, they don't have a good record anywhere at the moment.
Yeah, true.
but
yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah.
historically, over the last couple of years,
Yep.
yeah. But
I'm
going to go the
tipped
Raiders.
Yeah.
you're gonna go Raiders?
I'm going the Raiders. Ricky.
Are you sure that's the right life decision?
No, I'm not sure at all, and I'll probably change.
But I'm going to go Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Jed.
I will say, if Crichton's in, I would definitely go the Bulldogs.
Yep.
If he's not in, I'll have to think about this one.
I think Fogarty has made a huge difference to the Raiders,
100%.
and I think his kicking game. I don't know. Maybe
Bulldogs just have great defence that we've talked about a lot.
that's a good point.
And Raiders have a pretty decent attack, but they got a pretty bad defence.
I'll go Raiders still.
Swaying me.
Go the doggies!
Swaying
I
me.
can sway anyone on anything. I just don't know if I'm telling the truth.
All right, and for the bye, Manly's got the
Manly,
week off.
they should-
Manly,
they should
Garrick
win that,
is
yeah.
on his 11-day stand down for apparently not getting knocked out. So
that was
that'll be
weird.
good for him.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it
That's
for
it.
this round 22.
Yep.
Only a couple left to go.
I'll see you in Cronulla.
Yep.
Yeah, if you see old mate running around there,
Yep.
go and get his autograph. He loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
hopefully
sure
we,
you make sure you watch the episode, and I'll cook you dinner.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they will be watching it. They would
You're gonna get some.
If they've got this far, they're going to expect dinner,
You're
Jet.
gonna do some,
I know. I'll be around.
player interviews. Watch that on the reels.
That's classic.
Remember, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and
do it. That's it.
That's
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Yep.
Have a good life.
See you guys.